Smile. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to remind the members about what will happen if we don't pass this bill, and what will happen if we vote no on this bill. Most of the members are familiar that the Hazardous Sites Cleanup Act fund is close to broke and will lose its entire source of funding in the next 3 years. This bill funds the Hazardous Sites Cleanup Act fund. If we vote no, HASCA goes broke. And I think we would all agree that we should always have money set aside for hazardous sites cleanup, but particularly when we are dealing with a heavy industry. Some people say polluters should clean up the mess. I agree with that. But the town next door to me had 2 big piles of asbestos when it was declared that asbestos causes cancer. And the 2 companies that produced those piles went belly up and fled, leaving the town to depend on the kindness of the federal government to take care of the mess. We here in Pennsylvania need to be mindful and set aside money, and this bill does it. And if we vote no, the Hazardous Sites Cleanup Fund goes broke. Most of you know that I am a great fan of the Environmental Stewardship Fund as well. Farmland preservation, parks, trails, watershed cleanup, acid mine drainage cleanup. All of those things are paid for out of the Environmental Stewardship Fund, and they are called Growing Greener. And the fund is broke. For the last 6 or 7 years, we've been spending $100 million a year on these projects in every corner of the Commonwealth. And the fund has $20 million in it now. $20 million for a Commonwealth as big as Pennsylvania. The fund is broke. And if we don't pass this bill, Growing Greener is broke too. A no vote is a no on funding the Hazardous Sites Cleanup Fund and a no on funding Growing Greener. A no vote is also a vote against letting the local communities impacted by drilling impose a fee on the drillers and take care of any impacts they have. A no vote says to those counties and communities, no, you have no right to tell the drillers that they should be paying for the impacts. A no vote has consequences, ladies and gentlemen, and they are not good for Pennsylvania or for its environment. If you vote no, you are voting no on Growing Greener and the Environmental Stewardship Fund. If you vote no, you are voting no on funding the Hazardous Sites Cleanup Fund. And that is not good. And if you vote no, you are denying the communities impacted by the local drilling the ability to charge the drillers for those impacts. A no vote has consequences. I urge you to vote yes. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.